Welcome back, everyone. It is February 1st, 1942, and another turn of Yamamoto's Folly. We're into the next month. If we were the Allies, that would mean all sorts of shiny new ships and airframes. For the Japanese, not so much. But in any case, let's see what this turn holds. We have a little ASW action where he has this concentration of Dutch submarines in the South China Sea. See it again there. And we're on to the air phase already. Sweeping Changsha. And bombing at Wuchang, doing some good damage there to the troops that are trying to cross the river to Hankow. And again, some good damage here, hopefully moving these into combat mode from move mode and slowing them down. Sweeping some more Chinese fighters from the sky, and bombing at Kukong. Also bombing this stack at Chinkau. Doing moderate damage here. Again, he's trying to break out of this kind of encirclement, and I don't have the forces to really block him here. My lines are a little bit of a mess. I'm pushing way up north of Sian, but I never dealt with this pocket back here, because honestly, I'd rather have trapped Chinese forces than dead Chinese forces, because dead Chinese forces respawn at Chongqing in 35 days, and I just push the problem down the road, what I do, and make Chongqing harder to take for everyone that I destroy in the field. Much better to damage them in the field so they're not combat effective than destroy them completely. Even though we'll be doing that at Kukang just because they're surrounded. Speaking of Kukang, doing some bombing there. And of course, we're still going after Rangoon. There's some cap that tried to get involved there, probably flying from Akyab, but it doesn't intercept the sallies, and they do a great job to this unit on this back road here in open territory, and we destroy a bunch of their vehicles. Sorry, my mouse is having some problems here. Oh, there they get intercepted by some long-range cap, so it's obvious that we're going to need to sweep and escort here. My mouse is having issues. Sorry about that. Doing some great damage there at Rangoon. And more bombing in China here. Bombers come in unescorted. We have our long-range cap in place. And it looks like we take 4 of them out. This time they're escorted, but we make short work of those Hawks, and they don't get through. 2 of those H-75A Hawks destroyed. These Falcons do get through, though we take out 1, and they don't do any damage to our ground forces. Lightning sweeps over Johor Bahru, and our sallies go after Rangoon again. Catalinas wants to go after our oiler at Adak Island, but our Jakes help fend them off. Onto the PM air phase, where we find some liners out of Calcutta, some high-value ones too, but unfortunately aren't able to connect. Bombing these Dutch forces that were forced out of Pontianak last turn. I'm also starting to go after the runway here at Rangoon, and the reason is because we reduced forts last turn, and so I don't want them building those back up. So we're going to start applying some regular runway damage to Rangoon to prevent additional fort building. Now that we've started to lower them. And that's it for the air phase. Some decent bombing, unfortunate interception up there, and here we cross the river into Singapore. Like I said, this is going to be bloody. This is not going to be good for me. That's just the way a Singapore crossing goes, especially when he's had a lot of time to build up forts. It is February 1st when I'm making this crossing. It's very, very late. And he's had plenty of time to build the forts. I have not attacked the airfield here at Singapore. I haven't prevented him from building forts. And the reason for that is because the AA at Singapore is very, very good. And I just didn't want to accept the bomber losses that it would have taken. Yeah, look at my forces just evaporate there. Just brutal. Oof. 80th Division just evaporating. See these numbers just streaming down on some of my units. "112th Infantry Regiment, 33rd Division." Yeah, it's ugly, guys. It's ugly. The good news is that it does look like it was a coordinated crossing. Yeah, 1 to 2 odds. Fort level 5, we did not lower the forts. He has 1,700, we have 4,800. This is doable. Huge casualties, though. Oh, look at that. We actually lose a unit completely. But look at all those destroyed squads and destroyed vehicles. 41,000 casualties. Ouch, ouch, ouch. He also has a unit destroyed. But yeah, it doesn't lose nearly as much. I'm confident in my AV, though, that even with this, because I've lost probably about 2,000 AV in the short term from this attack. Some of it will come back as those disabled squads repair and things like that, but for the most part, we're down about 2,000 AV, but I don't think he's going to be able to counterattack and push us back out, so that's good. Still trying to finish up these forces here at Kukang. 14 to 1, and we still can't do it. Come on. And that's it for the turn, it looks like. We'll take a quick look at our losses here, and we'll go from there. I also want to take a gander at the situation in the North Java Sea around Batavia and Merak. See what he's doing down there. I'm not entirely sure what his plans are. Alright, so it looks like he has maybe carriers here. PT boats? Not sure what he's doing down at Batavia. My mouse is just making me crazy here. Doesn't look like he's moved into the strait here between Borneo and Sumatra. And it's kind of sticking down here. I just don't know what his plans are. I don't have good intelligence here. I'm going to have to up my naval search, up some reconnaissance, and really get a good picture of what's happening. Meanwhile, I do have a carrier force here. I do have a battleship force here patrolling, so I have some forces in the area. I'll gather the rest of my heavy forces that are now sitting in Camera Bay and bring him down just to be prepared for whatever he has in mind. I don't know, and I don't know what that's going to be. I'm not sure what he is going to do here. Pushing north in Burma. Going to try to cut off the Burma road completely here. And you can see me pushing north in China as well, kind of moving around Sian. We are going to take Sian, but wanted to get some armor units north so they can rush northward and take some of these bases and cut off northern China completely there. So that's about it right now. Let's go ahead and go to our losses. So yeah, unfortunately those Sallies got intercepted on that bombing mission by all those fighters. Like I said, probably flying from Ambon. Ambon? I think it's Ambon. Anyway, no, it's not Ambon. Akyab. There we go. $17-19 though. Pretty even losses there, so not too upset. We did destroy some Hawks, some Falcons. And let's look at ship sunk. Yeah, nothing to be aware of. Hoping for a notification that something else is admitted by them, but looks like we're just admitting some losses to them. So, in any case, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the Discord. Take care, everyone.